Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Now, in the solo play to beat Shem, the bot will get his own shelf and his own shelf of shame. Now, he's going to add things to his board just like in the major game, and I will be playing against him. There's a few rules that he has. So when he's placing dice, he has the luxury of always ignoring the dice placement of the number. So he will always place, if he were to draft 2 green dice and a blue dice, this is what the tile that he picked, it doesn't matter what order they go in. He can just place them out, and you don't have to worry about the manipulation of the numbers like you are going to have when you're jumping over your hurdles. Now, he will always go left to right. So if he, in the next turn, were to draft, let's say, 2 blue and an orange, this would go here, and these 2 would come out here. So we'll always do that. Now, on the next turn, let's say this was already full, etc., and this is all the way to the top, and he drafted, 2 more blue and another orange. The 2 blues would go out, and then he would start another orange immediately, no matter what. So he'd always go over and start creating new shelves if possible. So if he ever drafts 2 dice here, he's got purple and blue. No more blue can go here. Purple and blue can't go. There's only one spot. He will also always place the one that is higher in number. So this one will go in the shelf of shame, and this one will go on the board because it has a higher pip number. Now, at the end of the game, he will always score. There's 2 ways to score him. There's a standard and there's an advance. He will always score whatever's on top. So in this case, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the advanced mode, he will score whatever's higher. So in this case, the 5 is highest. Got a 5 here for 10, a 5 here for 15, 16, and then you would have 20. So that's an advanced variant that you can use depending on how you want to score. And if you find yourself winning and beating him a lot, then you'll want to use that variant to get the higher score out of him. Now, this is a little bit more, I want to say more strategic, a little more in your face. There's actually somebody scoring against you. You're not just trying to beat your score, trying to beat his score, and he's cheating the entire time. He doesn't have to follow the same rules that you do. That makes it a very difficult experience for you because he doesn't have the restrictions you do. He doesn't have to manipulate the dice. He just places them down and scores points, which is very, very easy to do. Now, he's not going to score as many other things as you're going to do. He's not going to have your ability to do that, so that will hinder him somewhat. Now, in this version, you're going to have all 3 of the cards that you would have in the multiplayer game. So in the other solo game, you only had 2 in-game ones. This one, you're going to use all 3 cards like you do normal, and those things will be taken across the board, so you can still get that power, etc. you have. So this feels a lot more like I'm playing a 2-player person, versus the other one feels like I'm a solo experience, and I'm just trying to beat my own score, and somebody's randomly taking the dice from me. So 2 different experiences, but both can be played solo. It just depends on your playing style. Do you want to feel like you're playing against somebody and have that 2-player experience, or do you want to feel like you're playing a solo experience and you're just trying to get the best score? So, but this is a really fun one. I like that we have both in the game that we can utilize here, and I find these to be both very fun things. I don't think I would buy the game for just one of the scoring mechanisms, but because I have both, I feel like there's a lot of solo in this game, and that might be a good reason to purchase this one and enjoy it. So the solo gaming with this one is a puzzle. It's drafting, but this version, especially the Shem Bot, gives you the feeling of the multiplayer quite a bit, which is a plus for me.